Microsoft had a lot of products to show off today at their Surface launch event, but it's anything really new. Instead, we saw mostly hardware refreshes for the Surface Pro, Surface Laptop, and the Surface Studio. And all of those devices are getting Intel's new 8th generation chips, which will make them faster all around. But design-wise, they're all pretty much what we've seen before. The big change now is that the new Surface Pro 6 and the Surface Laptop 2 are available in black case coverings. Before, it was mainly just silver. So it's a nice look for Microsoft fans, especially for people who like darker gadgets, like what you see from Dell. Otherwise, though, the hardware is pretty much the same. It's the same hinge on the Surface Pro 6, the same basic design for the Lap 2. Internally, that's where things get really interesting. Microsoft says the Pro 6 is 67% faster than the last Surface Pro, which I guess we'll call the Surface Pro 5 now. And the Laptop 2 is 85% faster than before, and that's pretty impressive. Mostly that's due to Intel's CPU jump, but there's some graphics upgrades too there with an Intel's chip, and all that just bleeds together for faster performance. And across all the devices, Microsoft has also made some display improvements, so they'll be brighter and have more contrast ratio than before. Basically, it'll be much better use them outside. That's always a problem I've had with Surface devices. Sometimes they didn't work well in direct sunlight. And finally, there's the Surface Studio 2, which is really just all internal hardware upgrades. Even the case isn't any different this time around. The big changes are pretty much all internal, so that display is brighter and has better contrast. And there's some useful hardware upgrades internally as well. There's a 2TB SSD with the Surface Studio now. Before, Microsoft had a hybrid drive, and that was both solid state and mechanical. Now it's all SSD, should be much faster. And Microsoft says it has next generation NVIDIA Pascal graphics, so that's likely a Quadro GPU of some kind. Not the RTX chips that we're seeing on some newer desktops. That's kind of interesting. Overall, though, it's going to be more powerful than any Surface ever before, and this really looks like a powerhouse machine. And of course, since it's the Surface Studio, you can still push the screen all the way down, angle it however you'd like. It still seems like the best option for somebody looking for a powerful Surface. The Surface Pro 6 with a Core i5 processor starts at $899, and that's available for pre-order today, and so is the Surface Laptop 2, that starts at $999. We don't know when the Surface Studio 2 is coming yet, but Microsoft says it'll be available soon.